maybe a yard up to the 36.
They
went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Jackson from the shotgun. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Steps away to his left. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Murray a give. This is Drake. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Cardinals nothing.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
On the carry for Jacksonville.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Jaguars.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun give to Fournette. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's second down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On third down, Jackson. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. From the gun, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Fournette, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Their own 25-yard line.
No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma go out one for the safe, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bread until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff for Drake. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Josh Allen.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at about the 28. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking long for Westbrook. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown.
D.D. Westbrook. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 17. Cardinals nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now from Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. But it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will make it into the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the penalty, it's 4 down. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
The slant complete to Hopkins. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Jaguars.
A handoff to Fournette. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. Just keeping the play alive. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Now Leonard Fournette. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Fournette. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st down, Jaguars.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Fournette. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Number 12,
D.D. Westbrook with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Jaguars 24, Cardinals 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Murray flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the...
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Drake. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on.
And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
And the Jaguars.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. He may try and run for this. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A gain of a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Cardinals 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On the run, it's Fournette. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
At the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.